we had a very long discussion around our thoughts and our ethos and where we wanted to go with virtualization and virtual desktop as an option. And we got on very well, and when we were discussing where we wanted to go and what Union could bring to the partnership, it was very much that we were of the same mindset. They came in and gave us a demonstration on what they've done in the past, gave us an overview of the work that they've done within the virtual desktop sphere, and also listed out some of the customers that they'd worked with and how they'd engaged and how they'd gone to that next step of proof of concept, proving the technology, and also scoping out an entire project from start to finish, which we found really useful because it highlighted areas that we hadn't thought about, but also highlighted where we could work really closely with Union in putting together the business case, which is obviously very important. We were introduced to our technical resources and our engineering team, and we then sat down and started to work out scheduling. So when the guys were going to be on site, what the phases were within that implementation and configuration, and also how much engagement Land Securities would have alongside Union within that install and config. Because sometimes when you use a supplier, they can come in, they install, they configure, they walk away, and that's not what Union wanted to do. They wanted to work alongside our engineers and bring that knowledge transfer, so that from operationally ready, our engineers were geared up and they were fully spec'd on how the install went along, and also they could support it fully for our users moving forward. Because at the end of the day, this was our entire desktop fleet. We were looking at 400 physical desktops being replaced by 400 virtual desktops, which is the access method for the entire company, and it's not something that you do lightly. We will always try to ensure that from a business continuity perspective, we've got everything in place that we need, and that should we lose a data center, should we lose the company, or even should our staff not be able to access our headquarters, they can access the services that they need from any device or from anywhere that they are. And also we can bring up any service again as quickly as we possibly can with the minimal amount of effort. And I think the technology choices that we've made and the strategic choices that we've made working alongside Union have allowed us to be very, very flexible but very, very efficient in that area, and also keep it very simple. The technology itself and the implementation was a victim of its own success, and fortunately or unfortunately it grew, and we were looking at 100 users being brought online outside of the 400. We're now up to 700 virtual desktops running, which we never really imagined we'd get to. So as it grew, we came across issues, and we came across scaling issues that we had to work through. We never felt like we were on our own working through that. It was very much, again, a partnership alongside Union, working through those issues and how we could overcome the problems. What I really like about Union is the competitive edge consultation process that they go through, the step-by-step process of working out where you are today to where you want to get to. In fact, we used it within the virtual desktop project, and we've actually reused that in other engagements that we've had with Union since. I think that's where they bring an element of dynamicism, that they want to work with us and they want to talk about what can we do, not just next year, not just the year after, but the 3 years, the 4 years and the 5 years, and how we can ensure that our costs stay quite level and stay quite plateaued, so that we're not always going to our business and asking for huge capex costs. I think the best thing about working with Union Solutions as a partner is that it is a partnership, it's a relationship, it's not a supplier and a customer. We've always felt as well that they've got very much the same mindset within that technology area that we are pushing towards, and that being virtualization. So where we are today, we've got over 700 virtual desktops. It's now the de facto choice for all of our company when looking at either a desktop or a laptop. It was between 18 months and 2 years from start to finish, from the introduction to Union to where we are today. We're evolving the infrastructure all the time, and we're working alongside Union within that evolution, and it's been a huge success.